Hey guys, Colorado Camperman Brian here. So in today's video, I'm going to be doing an install and review of this bed lift kit. I purchased this on Amazon. I'll put a link in the description of where I bought it. But basically with this kit, this adds struts to your underbed storage area if you don't have any. And in my mother-in-law's camper here, they have some really great storage space underneath their bed, but without these struts, it's very difficult for them to access it. So they really don't utilize that space hardly at all. So with this, obviously it just adds the struts and makes it easier for you to be able to utilize your storage space underneath your bed. This is actually the second time I'm going to be installing this because their setup is between their standard kit and then one of their partial platform kits. So if you go to Amazon or bedliftkit.com, it will tell you the varying sizes of the kits that they offer, and then you're supposed to select which one fits your setup. Well, our setup is kind of in between two of theirs, and so the standard size, the struts were a little bit too strong and the bed was not closing. I took some pictures and sent it over to Bed Lift Kit, and they tried to help me figure out how to make it work, but at the end of the day it did not work. And so their customer service was great. They said, okay, no problem, give us your address. And they actually shipped me some new struts, and then what I did was I shipped them back the struts that did not work. So awesome customer service, very good. Definitely recommend them for that. But anyway, so we're gonna get going with the install here the second time, and hopefully things will work out. So let's get going. All right, so here are the tools that you're gonna need for this job. Pretty easy, not too many things. You're gonna need a tape measure, pencil, number 2 screwdriver, some drill bits, and it does help if you have 2 drills, although you could do it with just 1 drill. But it's nice if you have 1 drill has the drill bits and then the other drill has your bit so that you can screw in the screws, and then obviously your bed lift kit. Alright, so the first thing that we're going to do is just going to fold back the mattress here. Now that we have our bed accessible, luckily we have this little stool here to help us out. But the instructions say to measure back 18 inches from here on back, and that is where we're going to put our bottom bracket, which is this little piece. Now what you'll notice is we just have this top piece here, and there's no wood supporting underneath here. So what we're going to do is I got some scrap wood here, so I guess this is one thing that you're going to need additionally is some scrap wood, because I'm just going to screw that right below. So then the bracket it will screw into this top bar and then down here. Obviously, you need to make sure that you have wood that is the same thickness as whatever your top rail is. Alright, we're going to install our piece of wood right here. I cannot emphasize this enough. You have got to pre-drill, because otherwise you are potentially going to split your wood. And that is not going to be a good thing. And then I'm going to put my first screw in. The other thing that's really important, torque down your drill so you're not using too much force. I have to probably torque it down a little bit more. So I have 1 screw in here. I'm going to put 2 more now. Alright, so now we have both of our support pieces of wood, and we're going to install our lower brackets now. And what it says is temporarily just drill a couple holes and only put 2 screws in. Because this way, if you do need to make some adjustments, you don't have all these holes everywhere. So we're going to put ours dead center at 18 inches, and we're just going to, again, pre-drill, and we're going to put a couple screws. I'm going to go corner to corner just because it'll provide more support still being temporary. So let's get that going here. Alright, so now that we have both of our lower brackets installed, now we're going to install our bracket under our block of wood that they gave us. You can see I already have some holes on here, because again, this is the second time I've done this, so I'm going to just utilize the holes that I already have on here to attach the bracket to the block of wood here. So now what we're going to do is install our struts here onto the bottom here, or not install them, but just temporarily put them on here. And then put our blocks of wood like that. And then we're gonna, this top of the board needs to be 39 inches to the floor. So what we're gonna do is we're going to adjust it to where it's 39 inches, and then we're gonna mark the board there, and then we're gonna screw this board to the to this top board here. So it's a little tricky. If you have a couple people, this is where it definitely makes things easier for sure. But it is just me here, and that is actually spot on to 39 inches. So it's almost like I've done this before. Oh wait, I have. So what we're gonna do now, let's put this board right like so. Mark it. Okay. Then we're going to do that on the other side, then get these boards screwed in. Okay, now we have everything temporarily installed. Whoa, she's holding. So now what we're going to do, what the instructions say to do, is put the bed on here to make sure that it closes and that it's all good, and then make adjustments as you need to. Oh wow, she's going, but resisting quite a bit. Okay, so we're definitely going to have to make some adjustments here. It is going down, but I'm having to push way too much. Alright, so the instructions say if it does not close like it does right now, we need to move these back 2 to 4 inches. So I'm going to move it back 2 inches, and then we're going to go ahead and see how it operates and see if it'll close by doing that. Alright, so I did move these brackets back. By doing so, I did have to readjust these blocks. And to keep a shorter angle, not so steep, this is under 39 inches. It's like 38 inches. One other note I would like to let you guys know of is make sure that your blocks are in enough, because the first time, I think another problem I was having, the bed was definitely not closing as much as it should, but the sides of the blocks was hitting this. Either way, it wasn't staying down like it should have, so because I adjusted it over and it still wasn't shutting. But anyways, so we got the new angle, we got the weight of the mattress on here. Now let's see if she shuts. Boom, sweet. Stays shut too, nice, okay, cool. So we don't have as much room because we did have to get the angle out, but they have these huge stools that they take in and out of here that they put at their little bar area, and I can get those in and out of here no problem. So now we just need to finish with the install by adding more screws and bolts in the holes. Alright guys, well I'm going to go ahead and get the rest of the screws and bolts put in here. I'm just going to follow the instructions to finish this up. But overall, as far as the difficulty scale of the install of this, I'd say it's probably like a 4, maybe a 5. And the only reason why I would rate it is just because you do have to make some adjustments and stuff like that. So at least from my experience, it wasn't as simple as just following the instructions straight out, you know, from the box and installing this. I did have to improvise a little bit and really try to figure things out to be able to make this work. So that's why I would say like a 4 or 5, but it wasn't too bad overall. So anyways, thank you guys for checking out this video. If you guys are doing this install yourself, good luck. Throw a like if you enjoyed the video, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one.